Welcome to episode 3. In this episode, we step into a quiet town where a young girl named Clara receives a handmade doll from a mysterious doll maker. But this doll begins to exhibit strange behaviors. Clara's doll starts to take on the personality of her best friend Lilly, who has recently gone missing. So settle in, dim the lights, and prepare yourself for the Dollmaker. I had always been an adventurous child, my heart yearning for stories and secrets hidden in the shadows of our town. Elderwood was a place with cobblestone streets and ancient trees, and it held whispers of magic and mystery. But nothing intrigued me more than the tales of the Dollmaker. He was a recluse, living on the outskirts of town, surrounded by rumors of the dolls he crafted, dolls said to be alive, harboring souls trapped within their porcelain bodies. Lilly was my other half, my best friend, bright, mischievous, always tugging me towards some new adventure. And then, one morning, she was simply gone. No footprints, no struggle. The search parties found nothing but a single ribbon snagged on a branch. The whole town held its breath after that. Doors locked earlier, eyes darted toward the woods, and whispered through those uneasy nights was one name: the Dollmaker. Some said he crafted dolls that breathed, dolls that listened, dolls that drank the souls of the lost. I had always brushed off the stories until Lily's laughter vanished from my world. Days passed in a blur until something inside me snapped. I needed answers. I needed anything to fill the void. So I followed the edge of the forest to the Dollmaker's workshop. It was an ancient building, leaning like it wished to hide itself from the rest of the town. The moment I raised my hand to knock, the door opened on its own. A dim light flickered inside, casting tall, wavering shadows across the shelves. And on those shelves, dolls, hundreds of them, some smiling sweetly, while others had faces frozen in silent horror. Their glass eyes glimmered in the darkness, tracking my path as if they knew why I'd come. "Clara," a voice rasped. I turned around. There was the Dollmaker, standing at his workbench, hunched over and brittle, his eyes sharp enough to cut through the gloom. "How did you know my name?" "I know everything about the children of Elderwood, and I know that you've lost something, or perhaps someone." My breath caught in my throat. "Lilly, she's gone." He nodded slowly, almost sadly, and he motioned to a shelf near his desk. There sat a single doll. She had curly hair and a bright blue dress. Her tiny hands were resting in her lap, and my heart stuttered. She looked exactly like Lilly. Why does she look like that?" I whispered. "Some dolls are born from longing," the Dollmaker said. "Some from memory. And some, Clara, from wandering spirits seeking a home." He picked up the doll and held it toward me. "She has been calling your name for days." My fingers trembled as I reached for it. The porcelain felt warm, too too warm. As I held the doll against me, the dollmaker's voice dropped to a murmur. But remember, Clara, a soul bound is a soul borrowed, and every borrowed soul must be paid for. But I didn't listen. I only clutched the doll tighter. I was so excited I ran all the way home. From the moment I laid her on my bedside table, everything changed. At night, I heard soft tapping like little feet pattering across the wood floor. Whispers brushed against my ear. Laughter fluttered through the air, broken and breathless. You're just like her, just like Lilly. Then one night, I heard her. Clara. The voice was faint, wavering, unmistakable. Lilly? I breathed into the darkness. Cold, the voice answered. Dark. I grabbed the doll, holding it like a lifeline. Her painted lips seemed parted, trembling. Lilly, I missed you so much, I whispered. The doll's head twitched just slightly. Her eyes glinted as though they held tears. In the days that followed, the doll, Lila, I started calling her, grew even more familiar. She tilted her head the way Lilly used to. She giggled in the same soft, breathy way, and her smile slowly widened over days, stretching into something almost alive. One evening, I woke to the sound of my window creaking open. A cold breeze filled my room. Lila sat at the foot of my bed, though I had placed her on my desk before I fell asleep. As I stared, she lifted one small hand and pointed toward the woods. A whisper fluttered through the room. Help me. But it didn't sound like it was just Lily's voice this time. There was something else, something darker curled beneath it. I couldn't take it anymore. I marched back to the dollmaker's workshop with the doll in my arms, my heartbeat pounding through my skull. The workshop door slammed behind me as I entered, as though sealing me inside. She's trapped in there, isn't she? Lilly is trapped inside this doll. The dollmaker didn't look surprised. He merely sighed. Lily's soul, he said, found shape in the form of a doll that resembled her most. I swallowed hard. Okay, then how do I free her? His cold, ancient eyes met mine. Well, as I said, Clara, a soul for a soul. An icy dread clawed through me. What do you mean? If you wish to give Lilly back her warmth, her laughter, her spark, then you must surrender yours. My knees weakened. You want my soul? He bowed his head. Just then, the doll shuddered in my arms. Then, soft as a breath, Clara, please. My heart fractured. Because I loved Lilly. I would have done anything for her. But this This was impossible. I won't trade my soul. There has to be another way. The dollmaker's smile sharpened. Clara, this is the only way. I looked down at the doll, and now it seemed twisted, almost reshaped. Its porcelain face shifted, stretching into an unnatural smile. Clara, it whispers, but not in Lily's innocent voice, but in a layered murmur. It sounded like Lily beneath something older, colder, and thrilled to finally be acknowledged. I tried to throw the doll as far as I could, but its tiny fingers were clamping onto me. The room filled with a distorted laughter. Shadows crawled up the walls, gathering all around me. And the last thing I see before the light dies is the dollmaker's silhouette, watching and waiting as the whispers rise to a deafening chorus. In The Dollmaker, Clara's search for answers about Lily leads her straight into a nightmare stitched together by grief, secrets, and something far older than she could ever understand. If this story sent a chill down your spine, make sure to like and subscribe for more haunting tales. Until next time, take care of yourself, and thank you for being here with me.